YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Punks. You know what I'm saying? There's chat right up there. You feel me? And I got a story time for you guys on the experience of me being with, dating, or whatever, talking to my first ever Hello Kitty girl. I did not survive this experience. I would never lie to y'all. I was a UF. But let's get right into it though. So, around the time I was 19, right? Around the time I was 19 stream. So, when I was 19, I nigga really did it. When I was 19, I went ahead and like downloaded this one app that probably most people know. It was called Wiz. You feel me? So I downloaded Wiz. Around that time, Wiz was very popping. Like Wiz was popping. Like everybody, like your next door neighbor would have Wiz. You feel me? Your next door neighbor would have Wiz. So I downloaded Wiz when I was 19, and I was just looking for a relationship. That's when I downloaded the app. I made my first ever Wiz account. You know what I'm saying? And man, so this happens within on days. You feel me? So my first day, I made my account, swiping on some girls, liking their pics, hitting them up. People were hitting me up around that time. Around this time, bro, I was a nonchalant dreadhead, bro. So I was looking pretty good. I lost some weight because I was a fat fuck. You feel me? People who know me personally, I was a fat fuck. So yeah, but I was looking good. I was looking real choppy, not real choppy, but real smooth. Not choppy. We never chopped here. But people replying to me, and my type, bro. Around this type, bro, like I was like really into like Hispanic girls, bro. No troll. You feel me? I was really into Hispanic girls. That was like the number one thing I wanted to go ahead and be with. So fast forward along that, you feel me? And I'm ignoring you. Fast forward, and that is when like I came across this one girl, right? I came across this one girl. I was swiping on Whistles, just chilling on my desktop at back in my mom's crib, and I saw this one girl. Let's just go ahead and call her Amy. We finna call her Amy. Yeah, she was Latina, bro. She was full Latina. We're gonna call this girl Amy. So, oh yeah, that's where initial started with. So I saw Amy, and bro, like around the time, bro, she was the baddest thing I ever seen. I'm not gonna lie, like out of everything that I was like, she was basically what I was looking for. You feel me? Around this time, I thought that she would even respond to me, cause me, like, I don't feel like I can pull 10. She was a 10 to me. I don't feel like I can pull 10s, right? So I just go ahead and just straight up just text her, just to text her, because I'm like, in my mindset, I'm like, man, she don't respond to me. She's not gonna respond to me. So, but little did I know, like literally within the next 2 hours, I get a Wiz message. I'm over here thinking of some other chick that I messaged or someone messaging me. No, the person that messaged me is Amy. And I'm not gonna lie, my heart went from up here to here. You feel me? I was like, this girl just texted me. I didn't know how to react. I was looking panicking. And, I just gave her a nice little compliment. I was like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, you're so beautiful. Just want to let you know that. That's what I said. She messaged me back. And then she go ahead and says, oh, thank you, you're handsome. Are you talking to anybody? Something along the lines like that. I'm like, she's asking me if I'm talking to somebody? I'm trying to talk to you. So that's when I was like, nah, I ain't talking to nobody. Like, like I just want to get to know you, see what your personality is, start off on the friend basis, because I really think that you're really attractive. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a gentleman. When I'm first talking to a female, I want to make sure that she knows that she's respected, and I'm trying to go ahead and get to know her for who she is, so like that, not for her body. She was fine, but I just want to know if she's good in here. You feel me? That's what matters more. So that's when, I'm talking to her, and we went from talking off Wiz to Instagram. Bro, I was just so in disbelief that I didn't think that this girl was real, bro. I thought I was talking to a Wiz bot. But no, this girl real. She gave me a real Instagram link. She gave me a real I saw real pictures. I saw a real girl. I saw real stories. The more I just kept on getting proof that she was real, I just couldn't believe I even pulled this. So that is when, I'm talking to her, and, I talked to her on Instagram. We get off of Wiz. I'm talking to her off of Instagram. I talked to her for like a good like 3-4 days straight. We just talking, getting to know each other, blase, 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 blase. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know she was a Hello Kitty girl yet, bro. This is not up until like in the middle of the story. You feel me? That I don't get to know that she was a Hello Kitty girl. No. So that's when I'm talking to her, and then I get a little bit bold after like what the fifth day of talking to her straight, and I go like, hey, like, is it okay if I have your number? I asked Amy for her number. So Amy go like, yeah, for sure, you can have my number for sure. And I get Amy number, so that we go from Wiz, we go from IG, and now I got Amy's phone number, and we just texting off of iMessage. You feel me? So I'm texting her off of iMessage, again, to still know who she is. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up. Around this time, bro, I was living in Broward County, Florida, right? Amy, mind you, Amy's in Orlando. If you know Florida, bro, I'm down here. Amy's up here. That's the best way I can go ahead and explain our distance. I'm 3 hours away from Amy, right? I didn't know this though. Like, she was just kept telling me that she's from Florida, but she didn't really want to tell me where she was from yet up until I got her number. So, that's when like I called her, no, I didn't call her yet. I messaged her, a few more texting, then that's when she tells me, hey, do I want to call her? I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Let me go ahead and call her. I'm nervous. I'm making sure I don't look chopped, making sure I look straight, making sure I look nonchalant and swag. Cause back then, I was looking fire as fuck. You feel me? I was the best thing I could be at that time. 19, young, healthy, not fat for the first time in years, bro. I felt perfect. I felt like no one could fucking stop me. So that is when I go ahead and be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, let's call each other, right? So that's when she go ahead and call me. I prop her up nice on my little desk, and that is when like, I see her. This is me seeing her stage 4, bro. Stage 4. I go ahead and see her. I'm just cheesing. I'm like, damn, like, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you bad, you beautiful. It's nice to go and finally talk to you, Amy. Blase, blase. She go and give me my little compliment. She says, yeah, you cute or whatever, blase, blase. And then I'm like, like, be real, like, like, when can I, like, go ahead and come and see you? Because around the time I just had my car. Just got a car. And, me, I don't got a problem with doing long distance, but, like, if I can go ahead and see you, I want to see you. You feel me? So that is when, like, I say, where you from? She says that she's from Florida. I told you this. I said, but what part, though? I'm trying to go and slide on you. I'm trying to see, like, what part of Broward you from. Then that's when she go, like, Broward. And then she's like, what county you from? I'm like, I'm from Broward County. Where are you from? She's like, she's from Orlando. I said, dog, I'm talking to this girl for 5 days, and she's telling me that she's from Orlando just now. She's just now telling me she's from Orlando. Like, I was amped up, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here expecting her to go ahead and say, like, Boca, Fort Lauderdale, Plantation. Shit. Probably even Fort Pierce. I hear Orlando, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? You're 3 hours away from me, shorty. You feel me? So that is like when, she's like, oh, like, I didn't even know that, stuff like that. And like, I don't want to say it kind of blew her high too, but she basically had the same exact reaction I had. So, but that didn't blow for both of us though. That didn't blow for both of us. We were still talking to each other, and we were still trying to figure out how to make it work. Cause around this time I started planning around a trip to go up there anyways. So I was planning a trip to go up to Orlando before I even met her. So this kind of worked out in my favor. Something real fishy, yeah, for sure. But look, check this out though. So I'd say I think I met this girl at the beginning of summer. So I met her in June. We're talking, you know what I'm saying, getting to know her. We're playing Roblox games. Because around the time she didn't really play Roblox, but she was playing Roblox with me because I was playing it a lot around that time. You feel me? Like, I had a good PC. I was finally able to go ahead and do what I wanted with my PC. So that's when I go ahead and I was obsessed with this one game around this time called Death Note on Roblox. So I was playing it. Was playing it back and forth, but around this time, let's say like a good month in, Amy started acting a little bit weird. This is where I start seeing her true colors a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Around this time, I just now find out she's a Hello Kitty girl. Okay? So, she's a Hello Kitty girl. And, I start seeing like her room because, with the FaceTimes, I get to observe. With FaceTime, you see someone's room, you can tell a lot about somebody about their room. You feel me? Okay? So, I'm looking at her room. And got the pink over here, pink there, mirrors, makeup, blase blase. I see her dolls and shit. I see hella Hello Kitty shit. Hello Sanrio shit. Me, I didn't know what the fuck that was fully until I've met her, cause I ain't never been around no girls like this. So I'm like, hey, like, what's about that Hello Kitty shit? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, oh, like, I love Hello Kitty. I'm a Hello Kitty girl. Like, if it's Hello Kitty, I gotta have it. Hello Kitty is everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Sanrio collector and shit like that. Like, bro, I know these words because this shit was engraved in my head. Deadass. This shit was deadass engraved in my head. So I had to go ahead and do that. I had to listen to it. I had to endure it. I had to know what she wanted because I wanted to be with her. You feel me? I was putting up with her. And, bro, when I tell you that Amy had the most random mood swings, and I think she was bipolar, gang, because there'll be a moment that I'll just be playing with her for something. Let's say, bro, I could walk past a girl in Roblox in the game we're playing, and she would get mad at me for walking past that girl saying, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, like, why are you looking at her? Why are you talking to her? Why are you interacting with her? Why'd you kill her? Blase, blase. And it was even worse. It was even worse because Amy had a sister. We finna call her sister, let's call her Sarah. We finna call her sister Sarah. So, Sarah was a bit younger than Amy. But, I kid you not, they are locked in like this. And I'm not gonna lie, Sarah is part of the reason of why I was starting to, like, she was like fucking with Amy's head. I don't know how you even let a little kid get into your head like that about your own business, but Sarah was really involved into what the fuck that was going on. So that is when like but like Sarah was really bipolar towards me too. There'll be a day that she with me, she was calling me monkey and shit, all that type of shit. Around that time I was like, what the fuck? Why is your little sister calling me monkey? You know what I'm saying? She's like, she making actual monkey. She's like making noises and shit. Like, bro, like, I think they were low key racist. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I'm keeping a buck. I think they were low key racist because they were saying a lot of racist shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm being dead ass. So even the sister is saying shit like that. Cause she was like, like my name start with a G. So they was like G. I was like, yo. I was like, what's up, Sarah? She'd be like, ooh 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 ooh. I was like the. I was like, why you saying ooh 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 ooh? You feel me? I just met this kid. Like I'm dead on everything I love, bro. Like on the first time I met the kid, you know what I'm saying? She's like, hey Sarah, come meet G. I'm like, I'm like, what's up, Sarah? She says, ooh 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 ooh. You feel me? I'm like, what the fuck? So it was the Hello Kitty, it was the unnecessary racism, you feel me? And now we finna go and get into manipulation. Bro, when I tell you that like this was like the baddest thing I ever had around the time, I was doing a lot of stupid things that I'm not proud of to say that I was doing. I was doing a lot of dumb shit with this girl. You feel me? Things that I never thought I'll ever do for a female in my life, I was doing it for Amy. Or anything that I could go ahead and even imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll argue over the most smallest things, bro. Gang, I could listen to music, mind my own business on the computer, probably talking to some boys, or just chilling, just doing my own thing for stream back then. Amy would go ahead and be like, no, she wouldn't even say shit. She would just hang up on me. She would just hang up on me mid-call, and she would not answer me, and then that's when she would go ahead and block me for a certain amount of time, and then unblock me after. Like, guys, if you guys ever go through that, with a male or a female, most likely female, because I don't think dudes do that shit for real. But if you go through that shit with a female, cuz if she starts blocking you and you're trying to go ahead and talk to her, bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. Don't talk to the chick no more. Like, save yourself the time. Do not talk to the female no more, cuz. But me, I was dumb. I kept on doing that shit, and I wanted Amy bad, and I was gonna do what I wanted to do, and I was gonna do what I had to do to fucking have her. You feel me? So like, if she, I kid you not, if she was said to me sit down, I'll sit the fuck down. It's like if Amy didn't wear the pants, it was a problem. That's what she made that shit clear. At first, I thought she was joking, but nah, she was being dead ass. She was like, "Oh, I want you to know that I wear the pants in the relationship." I was like, yeah, okay, type shit. But no, like if I dead ass didn't follow what the fuck she said, she would get mad and she would ghost me for a few hours. I dare say probably even the day. You know what I'm saying? Do not talk to girls like that. But I digress. Back to the story though. So we're playing Roblox, you know, I'm minding my own business. There's times I just go ahead and play with her and shit. And then there was this one time, bro. There was a time I had to like turn my joins off. Seriously. Because around this time I had friends that were joining me and they knew I was talking to a girl. And they like doing some dumb shit. So I'm in the game. I think Amy liked playing that one game, Life Simulator. Chat, what's that one game? Robloxia, whatever the for me. So like having her own house, and her sister would always play with us and shit. And that is like when, like, you know, my joins were on and this friend of mine's go ahead and join. We'll play that game a lot. Like that'll be like the one of the main games that we'll play on Roblox. He joins me on the game, right? He looks for me, and then he walks up towards me and he says, now this is stage 2. He really up here. He says to me, punks. He sees the girl. He said, where I'm talking to this girl. He says to me, I quote, "Damn, bro, this is the third girl I seen you with today," and he leaves the game. He leaves the game. He gives me no time to react. He gives me no time to message him. He gives me no time to even send my first message to explain myself. I was fucked. She looks at me. I look at her. And around this time, like, I don't think I could have been on the phone with her. Because Roblox, like, certain games when a VC, you gotta hang up the phone, burn the phone, whatever the fuck. She leaves the game. Her sister leaves the game. In my mind, I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, this nigga just fucked me up. I had to go ahead and call her. My shit was going straight to voice message. They were going straight to voice message, right? And, you know, bro, around this time, I was so bad. Because, bro, like, we just got through some. And you know, like, normally, like, this is how I, like, cheer her up around the time, Amy. And he just go ahead and fuck up again, bro. I kid you not, bro. I was contemplating, bro. I started crying and shit, bro. I was like, bro, like, I just lost my little shit. I'm mad as fuck. You feel me? I can't even get time to explain to her I'm blocked, all type of shit, right? A good hour passed by, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm messaging that one friend of mine. So like, what the fuck he did? You know what I'm saying? I'm cussing him the out for that shit. You feel me? Because that shit like really ruined some shit there. You feel me? And you know, the most you can go ahead and say, bro, it was a joke, bro. It was a joke, bro. It was a joke, bro. Like,
that nigga's tripping.
Like, come on, bro. Like, tripping, gang. Like, you tripping. You feel me? Like, bro, like, why'd you do that, bro? Fucking with my shit, man. Now I gotta go ahead and do all this work again. You feel me? She hit me back up within the hour. You know, she's like, oh, go ahead and explain yourself. Blase, blase. Bro, I kid you not. This little shit really fucked up a lot of shit. I should have known that this is not going to be a good relationship because I was trying to, like, it was coming to the point that, like, I've been talking to her for so long, I can call her my girl type shit, you feel me? She'll call me her boy or whatever. She'll start calling me Pookie. But I followed her on IG. She never followed me back. You feel me? I didn't really care. But like, you know, like normally we talking to somebody, like you follow that person back type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things. And around this time, Amy started being a lot more fed. I remember this one time I was chilling watching One Piece on my computer because I was been watching One Piece heavy around this time. She's looking the reason why I stopped watching One Piece too, because like it really fucked with my mental around the time too. So I'm watching One Piece. She called me. It's Amy and Sarah. Amy and Sarah's always with me most of the time, bro. It's damn near like it's as if she almost lived in the room with her. So it's Amy and Sarah. So but today on this phone call, they were being mad quiet. I don't know why. She's like acting real quiet. You know, I'm asking her like how her day was, how has everything been. You know, she do like little stuff for her dad, so I didn't really see her that much. So I was talking in the afternoon, like, you know what I'm saying. But I was just watching my One Piece. I was just chilling. You know, I got the phone propped up, just watching my One Piece, mind my own damn business. You know what I'm saying? Then on my phone, because I got it propped up, I see for the first time ever that she followed me, and I looked and I was like, you know, I didn't think much of it, right? But then the moment I saw that she followed me, I heard Amy go ahead and scream, "No!" And then the phone hung up. I was like, picked up my phone. I went on IG. I went to go see what was going on. You feel me? And like, you know, I checked to see that she was still following me. And she did it. So I peeped that they were snooping through something on my page. They're looking for something on my page. Cause there's just no way you just accidentally follow me and then you just go ahead and just hang up the phone. You feel me? The reason why she was going through my page is because she was going through my followers. Amy was going through my followers, and that is when like I said, that little thing that friend of mine did really f***ed up shit. So she's going through my followers looking to see what girls I'm following, because every hour or so she'll be like, who's this girl, who you talking to, who is this, how do you know her? I just follow people because they're either my friends or I just know them. You feel me? And you know, I'm just like, nah, I just know them because they're my friend, or I just know them. Like, that's it. I just talked to them in school. A lot of times, like, a nigga just graduated high school for a nigga just turned 19 type shit. You feel me? So I'm just like, oh, okay. But she really wasn't going for it. And like I said, Sarah was getting inside of Amy's head a lot, bro. Like, I kid you not. Like, it's crazy how a little ass kid can do this shit to your older sister. She just keep on questioning me. She gets mad at me for following these girls. I had to dead ass go and unfollow all these fucking females, cuz that I don't pay no attention to. Cause I just follow them because I'm just their fucking friend. You feel me? It gets even weirder than that. So, me, I would never post somebody unless I know that you're my girl. Unless you're my girlfriend or something, you're not getting posted on nothing. You feel me? At all. But the thing with Amy is, she doesn't even speak to me about nobody. Nobody even knows I exist. They don't even talk to me. You feel me? I'd say the most that probably knew about me was Sarah and probably her mom. But other than that, Amy don't like talking to nobody about me at all. But the thing that Amy would want, she would want me to post her and show her off as if she was my girl. No, shorty, I'm not doing that if I'm not even dating you. The fuck do you think this is? And till this day, I still never did that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, that will be like a real issue for Amy, cause she'll be like, oh, like, why don't you want to go ahead and post me? Like, I'm basically your girl. I call you Pookie, all type of shit. You know, I send you shit, cause she was sending me some shit. You feel me? I never sent her no shit. I ain't never sent her no shit. So, you know, all these things will go ahead and be like an issue, cause like she felt obligated to be posted for the shit that she was doing. But if you're not my girl, you're not getting posted. I made that shit strict and clear. I don't care if you got an argument for that shit. You're not getting posted on my story if you're not my girl. Cause I'm gonna look like a fucking goof, especially around that time in 2022. No, I'm not doing that shit. So 2023, I'm not doing that shit. Cause I'm not doing that. And it's started to become more clear to me that Amy didn't want to be in a relationship. It came to a point that she'd even go ahead and say like, oh, like, let's be friends with benefits. I don't do that. You feel me? Like, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never had a friends with benefits. I don't live to have one. Like, there's no point of doing that. Like, it's just y'all just getting y'all little horn off. You know what I'm saying? That bone off. You feel me? No, I don't even feel like doing that. How am I even supposed to do that shit if you all the way up in fucking London, I'm in fucking Broward? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, nah. Like, I want to be with you. Like, I date people to be with them, not to be with them temporarily. You feel me? And around this time, she started acting a little bit more weird with me. It just gets weirder and weirder. So, you know, I'm playing Roblox, playing with my joints off. I have to play with my joints off. Around this time, I was with a group of friends that I would play with a lot. 2 girls and a close friend of mine that I know at IRL. And with this thing that was going on, gang, she would hate that I would talk to other women besides her. It was a genuine issue. No matter how much I go ahead and say these 2 girls were dating somebody, because they clearly were, I was forbidden from talking to these 2 females. One of these good friends of mine that I was playing with around that time, that's a female, she's in the server too. Not saying no name, but I'm still good friends with her to this day. We don't talk as much, but, you know, it was a problem, right? So, I was playing with these 2 girls, and my joints were off, and she'd be like, hey, let me join you, turn your joints on now, turn your joints on now, turn your joints on now. I would have to leave the game quickly, turn my joints off, and act like I was not doing shit. But all this caught up to me in the end, because once again, she was going through my followers, and she saw that I was following the 2 girls that she hated the most on my IG, on my old IG page. And that really fucked with some shit. She blocked me. She took me off of Roblox. Everything you can go ahead and imagine. She avoided me. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, a nigga cried. A nigga cried. Even on Roblox, yes. She took me off of Roblox. Everything you can go ahead and imagine that I had her off of, bro. She took me off. Feel me? She took me off of that shit. And a nigga cried, bro. I was emotional. You know, I got the girls of my friends of mine, all the girls saying, hey, leave this girl, leave this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like leave her. You know, my homeboy said, yo, you need to leave this fucking girl. I was in too deep. I was dead ass too much into this girl, bro. Like I said, chat, don't forget what I said. If she told me to sit down, I would fucking sit down. It felt like I was underneath a fucking spell. You feel me? Every nigga should go ahead and have that one experience where they're just too obsessed with a fucking girl, and it teaches them a lesson in the end. This was my girl that taught me a good ass lesson. So I would cry, I would bitch, I would moan, I would do everything you can go ahead and think of just to get this girl back. Gang. No, I'm not done yet, bro. It gets even worse. She doesn't talk to me at all, cause I'm still talking to these girls. I'm crying, I go full depressed, bro. I can't eat, I can't do nothing, bro. I can't do shit. I had to ghost everybody. I stopped streaming around that time. I couldn't do it no more, bro. I couldn't function. Amy had me down bad. Chat. Amy even told me something one day that still traumatized me to this day, gang. She told me, I didn't know much about Hello Kitty shit, but she told me one time herself, gang. Everything I love. She told me, every single time you see Hello Kitty, I hope it reminds you of me every single day. That's what she said to me. As if she was putting some spell on me. Gang, I kid you not, I felt fucking goosebumps go through my arm, bro. I was fucking, what the that's what she told me. Cause she was obsessed with that Hello Kitty, but y'all need to know that shit, bro. But dude, that is dead ass when I was crying and stuff like that. She ghosted me. It got so bad she was putting shit about me on her story, all type of shit, blase. You feel me? About how, like, oh, you know, those stupid posts about like, oh, never trust a dude, always put yourself first type bullshit posts. She just put shit down her story. You feel me? So that's dead ass when she finally reaches out to me. She calls me. And, you know, I'm like, oh, like, why'd you doing all that stuff? Why you posting all that stuff? Like, you're making it more serious than what it's supposed to be. It's not even like that. They're dead ass just my friends. You You know what she says to me? She says like, "Oh, I'm done with you. I don't think we should talk no more," stuff like that. Sarah in the back gassing that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Making it worse. She's gassing that shit the fuck up. You feel me? Just putting her 2 cents in. You know, she going ooh, ooh ah ah again in the fucking background, bro. I can't get the fucking rest of it. But I'm like, bro. They laughing in my face and shit. They mocking me when I'm sending text messages and voice memos and shit, bro, on iMessage. And then that's when I did the most down bad thing I ever done for a girl in my life. I still regret it to this day. But she was like, the only way I will forgive you is if you make a video of yourself going on your knees and begging to me for me to take you back and apologizing for what you did. I was like, what? I was like, I'm not doing that shit. You feel me? That's when she was like, okay, like, bye, I'm blocking you, we're done. You know what I'm saying? She started little ooh, ooh ah ah, all type of shit. Her sister said ooh, ooh ah ah, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, whoa, wait. I was like, wait, like, why do I have to do that to get you back? And she's like, you lost my trust, and if you really love me and you want me to have your trust back, you need to send me a video of you doing that. RZF. I propped up my phone on my desk counter. I propped it up right on my dresser on the floor, right, so she can see my full body type shit. I pressed record and saying my mom looked, you walked in, so I couldn't do it. I had like I was doing push-ups and shit. You feel me? I had like I was doing push-ups because she was like, "What are you doing?" I was just doing push-ups. I was like, "Oh, I'm recording myself doing push-ups." You know, I was doing some push-ups. She closed the door. I do my video. I had to restart. I prop it up, show my full body, and that's when she go, and that's when, you know, I get on my knees, and I get on my knees. I'm saying, get on all fours, and I say, I'm sorry for what I did. Please take me back. Chat, I don't know if she still even has that video. She like I tell everybody that I know, bro. She probably uses that video till this day to troll her friends and shit in some group chats or some shit, bro. That's what she probably does that shit with. You feel me? She most likely definitely uses me for content, cuz. No troll. And God forbid, whenever we get known more, I pray that video does not resurface, cuz. That's when I finally, after all that stuff, you know, she forgave me, all that stuff, blase, a few more ooh, ah, ahs and shit. I finally go on my little Orlando trip. You feel me? One thing about Amy, she didn't want to date me, but she wanted to, like, do the deed hard, bro. Especially when we were going to meet each other for the first time after talking for 2 months. She clearly said, hey, make sure you bring some stuff so we can go ahead and do some things. You feel me? I brought some things. You feel me? I was trying to clap. Did I clap? No. I don't know what type of man I would have been today if I would have entered that horoscope. I don't know what would have happened to me if I entered it. I'm glad I didn't, bro. Because she already had me like this on her fucking fingers, cuz. I don't know what else. I don't know what would have happened if I would have entered that shit, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I would probably do some real dumb shit. Y'all would have probably never known me. We go ahead and meet up at a park because I couldn't go up to her crib because her people's showed me like going to her people's house. You feel me? So we just met up at a park. Gang, I couldn't even spend an hour with Shorty. We go ahead and meet, we talk, we hugging and shit, you know what I'm saying? But she had to take Sarah. Like I said, bro, Sarah is everywhere. Sarah had to stay in the car. She couldn't come out to come meet me, but she had to take Sarah. I don't know if she had to, I don't know if it was cap, but she had to take Sarah. She go ahead and take Sarah, right? But she's in the car. I'm with Amy. We're sitting on the bench at the park, we talking, I'm saying we holding hands, we chatting it up, we kissing. Blase, blase. We doing straight up making out and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting emotional and saying like, cause she had to leave. Like she had to leave early, and I just got really emotional because I was like, bro, like no, like this is my first time seeing you, bro. I can't go to your spot. I have to stay here. I came all the way up here for you, and all I'm getting is some kisses and shit. I even showed the little proof and shit, bro. But she had to leave, bro. Did my little more kisses and shit. I was crying my way ass back to the. I went to that little bar, or whatever, little cafe, or whatever. I went in the bathroom, bro. I cried, and I just went ahead and left. Now to the final phase. How me and Amy stopped fucking talking. There was this one day. Amy just out of the blue, go ahead and say, hey, like I'm going through a lot of mental things right now with the family. I don't want to talk anymore. Like right now, like like. I'm not gonna text right now. I just can't talk to you right now. Like I just need time. At first I was like, cool, just let me know. Blase, blase, what's going on? It went from days to weeks to it being almost a month of me not hearing Amy. Realistically, that's my first time ever going through some shit like that where I don't hear from someone I'm talking to for more than a few days, and I had to pull up that shit for a month. I started getting real detective. You feel me? I ain't gonna hold you. I started stalking her ass. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm keeping that shit real with y'all, bro. I started stalking her page. I started to see what the fuck she was doing. I started seeing every little action of what was going on. Now here is what helped me out on some real shit. Here's what helped me out on some real shit. You feel me? Around this time, I was still playing Roblox a lot, and Roblox had this thing that was very helpful, and it was called Role Pro. I don't know if y'all know about that. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but Roblox had a very important thing that really helped out niggas, and it was called Role Pro. I had Role Pro, and Role Pro shows how long someone has been online, what are they playing, all that stuff, blase blase. You get that ass start niggas with this shit. A lot of people have it. It's very famous. So, I was going back to her Roblox page because I would see her play Roblox when she told me that she doesn't want to do jack shit. Because she's the type of person, when she says she don't want to do jack shit, she's not going to do jack shit, but she was doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I see her on the game and stuff like that playing, and her joins are off. And I had her sister added, and one of her sister's friends added. And her sister joins were still on, and same for the friend of her sisters, but her joints are off. Something was getting real fishy. So that's when this is going on for 2 days of me doing this shit, checking to see what's going on. And around this time, I don't know if Roblox still does it, but when you add somebody recently, they appear on the front of your Roblox page on your friends list. And I see this dude that she go ahead and friends and shit, you know what I'm saying? She friends this dude, and I'm like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm being real detective. I'm being real Sid the science guy type shit on this case. I get curious, I type in bro's name on Instagram on her followers list. Mind you, Amy never followed me, and she's talking to me. She's kissing me. She talks to me all day. Guess who I see that she follows? Because IG, when you follow somebody recently, they put in your top just like Roblox. I see that she's following bro. She's following bro on Instagram. And I'm like, what the fuck? So later on that night, they're not playing Roblox right now. I'd say this was probably like 12 p.m. around the time. I see that she's on Roblox. Her joins are on for the first time in a few days. I joined the game. She was in Neighbors. I'll never forget this shit. She's in Neighbors. I was skipping repetitively. I was skipping non-stop until I came across her house. I came across her house. It took me 10 to 15 minutes. And I finally came across her house. And guess who I saw who she was sharing a house with in Neighbors? The nigga she just followed on IG and friended on Roblox. The moment she saw me, she kicked me. And I got off her Roblox and I texted her, "What are you doing playing with another dude? You can't even message my messages. Why aren't you talking to me? Letting me know what's going on, you feel me?" Like, I'm just like, I'm straight up lost because you told me one thing and I do another thing. She goes up into straight Hello Kitty manipulator mode on me. And she's like, "Oh, like, you're seeing things. Like, I never told you that I would, like, message you back. Oh, like, why are you going through my followers?" She removed me as one of her followers. And she put her page private. And that's when she was like, "Oh, like, I love you right now, but gee, you're acting a little bit too crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just acting really weird." She started gaslighting the f out of me, gang. But me, I was being chill. I ain't tweak. I was just saying, like, hey, I just kept it real. If you didn't want to talk to me no more, you could have said that. You didn't have to lead me on. You didn't have to go ahead and drag it. You didn't have to do. You didn't have to keep on talking to me because nobody was forcing you to stay. I did some pretty dumb shit to be with you, only just for you, just to show you that I appreciate and love you, but you took advantage of that, and you know I called it quits. And then she's like, "Oh, like, I don't know why you want to leave. Like, you're doing too much. It's not like that, but like, gee, like, you're just really crazy. You know, I love you too, but I guess I have to stop talking to you and shit like that." You know what I'm saying? And then me and Amy just called it quits there. Me and Amy called that shit quits right there, bro. And I was heartbroken, you know what I'm saying? I was depressed, bro. I couldn't process shit for a while, bro. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, me, I had the bros to go and help me get through that shit, bro. And you know, like a while passed by. Like, let's say a good 3 weeks passed by. You feel me? Amy hit me up. And I said, no fucking way. I sent a message to the group chat with the bros and shit. I said, "Look who the fuck just messaged me. It's Amy. She's apologizing to me for what she did. She told me that she was being manipulative. She said that she was wrong. And, you know, she regrets basically what happened." This was like that. I told her, "Get the fuck out of my face." I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. Because once you do that shit to me, gang, there's no going back for you, bro. Like, I didn't message her. Well, I messaged her. I just said, "Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, good for you. It's cool, but I don't talk to you no more, bro. I'm done. I ain't want to chop it up." She was like, "Oh, but like, you know, I can't sleep at night. You know, I know how hard it is without you. Bye. Done." I called that shit quits. Y'all come across a fucking Hello Kitty girl, bro, don't do it. It won't work. Drop it. Leave it alone. I care about y'all souls, bro. That's a story time. That's it, bro.